here we are again, waiting for the tide to go down. Well, after I pick up the boss at school and get her home, I will come back down, and by that time I should say, the tide will be well out. Well, I'll work with the area I have now. Yep, I'll work with this little patch. And yeah, this was probably used at one time during the Neolithic period. If you're gonna nap anything, you would use that for napping. Well, there's two kinds of, there's percussion napping and there's pressure flaking. And if you want to make arrow points or arrowhead points or spare points, you have to know how to do both. You have to have the tools to do both. What's this? Oh, that's quartz. Yeah, if you're going to find gold, it would be in this material. A heavy sedimentary rock. Oh. Well, that's a nice little point. Yeah, a paleo point. Another sedimentary rock. Now, yeah, these here are 400 million years old. The other rocks, what's all this? This is much younger. Yeah, where is that? I don't know what they would have used that for. Probably nothing. Oh, hello, crab. Two, yeah. Okay, here. Let's see what secrets. That would have been, I'm gonna guess, used as a flesher. Oh yeah, for processing. This was a paleo scraper. Basically, picture yourself defleshing a hide or cutting meat or fish apart. You would use that. Now, if I was going to find a fossil, I would probably find it in a rock like this. You can find them in sandstone, you can find them in igneous rock, but this stuff here would hold Devonian period fossils. because it's of the right age for that. Okay. There's other type of rock that would hold Jurassic fossils or Cenozoic fossils, etc., etc. Now, nope. Okay, let's see. Nope, not hiding any secrets. Okay. Well, if this was a Hanneberg stone, look at that. This nice natural curve. This was formed by, that was actually formed by flaking or rubbing away. And here too, I think they were going to try to make a scraper or a cutting tool with it. Yeah, that's what they were going to do. Okay. Well, let's see what's over here. That's interesting. I'd almost swear that we're going to turn this into some kind of effigy, but they stopped. Yeah, here's a former chert here. Volcanic rock, I should say. Volcanic glass. Oh, nice. This here was not done by accident. This was done on purpose. This was a like a chisel or an adze. Oh yeah, that was rubbed down there and rubbed down here. That was shaped. Yep. It was a shaped tool. Silly me. I think they were going to try to turn this into a point, some spear point, I think. And this was not an accident. This is paleo work. Early paleo. I'm almost guessing a Folsom type point because it has this, it has a ridge down here, and then it has a, yeah, that was napped out, pressure flaked out. Gosh, hard to... I didn't think I would find anything right away, but I proved myself wrong. Now see, this here was just an accident. Something that it broke off because of weather or something like that. Well, this, however, is not. This served some purpose. It did serve a purpose. I don't know what purpose. That was for the hand. Maybe it was one of their food dishes. Who knows? Or used for rubbing other slate points to sharp edges. That could be it. Like this, for example. That in itself is not an accident. This is I'm going to guess, well, it's a Paleo-Indian point. Yep, I'm going to guess Paleo-Indian point, because once you get into late Archaic, then you get into the real thin, finely shaped arrowheads. These early arrowheads, well, they were kind of banged and rubbed into shape like this. It shows the evolution in the shape and size and nature of arrowheads. Did I look at this one before? I don't know, but this was a late Archaic arrowhead. Mid-Archaic or late Archaic, but that shows the difference between early arrowheads and the other. Well, this here, I need to rinse this off somewhere. Now look at the back. This was shaped and rubbed. This here wasn't at lateral point. And, oh my God, I can imagine the hole it would have made in the animal hide. I mean, because it didn't slice through, it punched through. It was, that poor animal would have suffered. Nice. This is a plano point. That was this was most likely used in an atlatl. If you can picture a large herd of animals, like, for example, 5,000, a big herd of 5,000 BC caribou, which would have roamed out here on these on this tundra area way back then. In that atlatl arrow, you wouldn't even have to really aim your atlatl arrow. You just fling it, and it would hit an animal somewhere. Yeah, you got a group of hunters and throw enough spears and atlatl arrows into a herd, you're going to get game. Because 5,000 years ago, there wasn't a whole lot of forest out there. Okay, let's get right back down in here. Well, this is not an accident. This was used for something. I don't know what. That's something. This stone is pretty rough. They might have used this stone here as a whetstone to sharpen other tools with. Yep. Could call it a cup stone maybe, because it has that. This could have been used to help nap points. Just strike down hard on another stone with this, and you might be able to knock off something like this. This is late Archaic. Yep, definitely late Archaic. That is an accident? No. You can see that there's a, yeah, this was rubbed and shaped specifically. Some type of archaic arrowhead, that's for sure. Same as this one. It was another tool used as, I'm going to guess, an adze. Right there. There's that line by my thumb. This part is what went up into some kind of a wooden handle, and the only thing that you would see is a wooden handle, and that there. This could have been a lance point too. Yes, definitely could have been a lance point. That's a heavy old kimberlite one. See this edge right here? And this edge, they were shaped by rubbing another stone against them. And they started to work here. And I'm trying to think, wait, scraper. This is a scraper that would have been used to help flesh hides or dehair hides. They would have had a sharper edge, but if you go up and down on a hide, it would take hair and pieces of fat off it, and then they can finish brain tanning it. Well, this here I believe is just an accident. Probably part of a broken point or something. So something that broke. Yeah, and that's not an accident. That was shaped. That was shaped by the use of another stone. Oh. This would have been another one of the chisels. Look how fine that. This here is missing its flat edge, but this would have been a chisel. Yeah, they would have used an adze. Yes, an adze. A cutting tool to and this stone here is not an accident. Well, what they do is they take a whole stone and they break it in half. And what you have left is two halves of a stone, and they can be utilized to do almost anything. To sharpen points on, or to peck out and make cup bowls. Yes, to make the oil lamps, fat lamps I should say. Well, here's an interesting paleo point. Yeah, that was, this was actually napped out. It was napped off another rock. And it was used as some kind of, like a small arrowhead. This would have been a good drill. If you're going to drill a hole in wood or hide or bark, this would have made a good strong drill. So we'll call it an awl. It used to be a early paleo point, but the tip broke off. I'm sorry, crab. Yeah, there you go. Hide there. You're safe. Yeah, here was an early paleo point. A Folsom Point. It's hard to believe that this is 6,000 to 8,000 years old. Yeah, I can see percussion napping was used here and here and here. Yeah, this is sturdy enough and strong enough. In the right hands at the time. Oh, this is something else, this one. That is a definite beginning of a point. That was shaped with another stone. This is shaped with another stone. This was all hand shaped. Could it have been a ceremonial point? I mean, by ceremonial point, could they have used this as a special point in a dance, in prayers to the spirits before their hunt? Because they would have definitely prayed to some kind of a spirit before they went on a hunt. Imagine the work it took to shape this so perfectly. Well, we'll put it back to rest down here. And see if there's anything else. It's hard to say if these are just accidents in nature or weather or something did it. I better check my time here.